Hi, I'm Mike from Than Atlantis, and you are in our recording studio. Part of it anyway. I'm going to show you around in a minute. It all came about because our friend Steve got a lease on a load of rehearsal rooms, like a little complex. We're in there right now. It's all run down and stuff. And there used to be a load of illegal raves here actually. And this was over this sort of way where our control room is now was a stage for some grimy DJs. And then loads of sweaty youths were in this part here, which is now our live room. Let me show you around. This is my little section of the live room, which we also use to rehearse in before tours and stuff. It's pretty simple, JCM 800 for my clean and a JCM 900 for distortion, and two orange PPC 412s, the 4x12 cabs. Both have vintage 30s in. This old guy had greenbacks in it back in the day, but they blew, so I had to switch them out. But it's cool, sound great. This is my pedal board. Very simple. I use a couple of these Morley ABY switches to switch between amps for my clean and my dirty. And the A and B function is kind of cut off. There's a cable tie around it in case I knock it, because I don't ever use it. And then I have another one here that when we use tour and play like some acoustic stuff, I can switch to the acoustic DI with this one, but I don't really use it that often. It's there just in case more than anything. This is a Boss CH1 Super Chorus that I use. There's a whole there's different effects and stuff on albums, but I just keep it simple live. This is the only effect I really use. Is chorus. A lot of the bands I grew up listening to, like grunge bands and stuff, it's just, slap a load of chorus on. So yeah, that's it. Mxr Micro Amp, which I leave on the whole time. I use the drive from that more than from the amps. Boss NS2 noise suppressor, which is left on all the time. And then, TU3, Boss again, tuner, and that's it. Like I said, pretty simple. Now I'm going to show you my guitars. This a cool story about this guitar. This is, I think it's 1984, a Japanese Strat. It was the first guitar I ever owned. It's had a bit of work in it. I don't actually know what the pickups are in it, but my guitar tech had them lying around like quite a while ago, and he put them in. They sound good, really. And I have the pickup selector jammed sort of at the second position down, so it can't move. And then volume and tone, these tones are disabled, but they're on 10, and the volume's on 10, and then velcroed in underneath the knob. That's it, really. I mainly use this for clean. It's got a couple of extra springs in the back, because I don't use the trem, just have it sort of set. That is it, really. This is an American Strat that I use for, it's in drop C, but I use it for D standard and drop C tunings. Selector switch jammed all the way down onto the bridge pickup. Yeah, same as before, tone on 10, both of them disabled, and then same as volume. That is it. A couple of extra springs. Don't use the trem. Yeah, no bullshit. I always leave the backs open just in case I need to get to them for any reason. I've used this guitar in like most of our music videos. Like an old Tom DeLonge Strat, covered in crap for no reason. I don't really use this anymore, but I'll bring it as a spare just in case I might need it on tour. Seeing what Duncan Invader. Got a coil tap in it, in case I want to use this as like a single coil. I had that put in, it's quite cool actually. Might start using it again. That's it. Yeah. No frills. These, I don't know what the actual name for them is, we just call them coffin cases. Scott Dixon make them, it's a UK company. And they're made mainly for, they're perfect if you're a touring band and you fly a lot. Because they're super lightweight, so it doesn't cost you loads when you have to take them around the world, and they store 3 guitars in at a time. We've never had even so much as a scratch on any of the guitars. Like, they hold the necks in place, and you can adjust. They're all adjustable and stuff. This is where the drums live, as you can see, because they're here. Just like, yeah, Eddie tours it in that like drum case thing, and it's the heaviest thing on earth. And then this is Ben's little area. He uses an Axe 2 for, is it? Yeah, Axe 2 for everything. And then a Marshall EL84 2020 power amp. Yeah, I think it's just that. He uses that for everything, for like the amp simulator and effects. And then the ground control thing, the foot control that comes with it. He uses this is the Blues Breaker, is it? JTM. I don't even know. It's not mine, so I haven't got a clue. This is what Ben's makes sound what come out of with his guitar. This is Deck's little area over here. He uses a super bassman head, Fender 8x10, and then Sans amp, the rack. Well, he used to have the pedal. I don't know why I switched to the rack. I don't know if it sounds any different or anything. Probably just to save space on his board. Bass chorus, bass big muff, bass compressor, that's what Mxr, and then just noise suppressor and tuner. It's pretty simple. This is our tech box, which like a guitar tech, bass tech, they use it for like restringing guitars and stuff. It just gets filled with like general crap when we're on tour, like guitar picks. We did have like a rack mounted tuner and stuff like that, but I don't know what happened to it over the years. This is all our strings. Yeah, that's it really. And then these are all. This is Eddie's drum tech, Big D. Set lists, stickers and crap. Now I'm going to take you into the control room, which is where Than Atlantis, who produced our first album and the last album, now lives, or is sort of like temporary space for him to be in. But yeah, come check it out. Hello!
I am Dan, and I produced the record. It's been about 7 or 8 months, something crazy, of on-off work on this album together. So I ended up kind of basing myself here, rather than me being, freelancing and stuff here. I don't really do any other work here, unless it's with Mike. So basically this stuff here is simply put just preamps really. Got a 4-way preamp at the top, 4-way preamp at the bottom, 2 different brands, and they do have a slightly different character of sound. There's not a lot else to say about those really, but they sound really good, so they kind of get used a lot for all the different channels of various things that we record. On top here is a valve preamp, which is really good for recording guitars direct, and keeping that clean signal for later for our process of reamping. This is just a pod, a really old pod that we use for getting a quick sound, and it's actually got quite an accurate tuner on it as well, which we use a lot. This is a channel strippy type thing, so it's great for recording vocals. It's got a compressor on the end. That's pretty much all that does. This is just another couple of preamps, so yeah, it's pretty basic. It's mostly done in the box, all the complicated stuff, so yeah.
Hi there. Hope you enjoyed Dan's little technical ramblings about the recording sort of side of the studio, because I guess that's what it's mainly used for, even though we do rehearsing here and stuff. I wanted to talk you through a couple of guitars that we use in the album. This is a 1964 actually, American Fender Mustang that I bought in a Sam Ash store in somewhere in America. I can't remember where I was. I was on tour. I didn't have any money at the time, so I had to get someone to send me over and pay them back at the end of the tour. But I'm glad I did, because I love it. What else we got in here? A couple of old ones. This is my acoustic. It's a Martin DRS one. It is my acoustic guitar that I use acoustic sessions, etc. Whenever I'm playing acoustic on the album. Haven't changed anything on it at all. It's just literally straight out of the case. Started using it. I booted a hole in this guitar accidentally at a writing session, and I had the guitar lent on the side, and as I walked outside I saw it falling down in slow motion, and in a moment of panic I sort of ran over to grab it and booted a hole in it. I was wearing Doc Martin boots as well, which didn't really help, and the nice people at Martin have fixed it for me. It still sounds as good as it did when I got it. Check up there. Don't know if you can see it. Exhibit A. Yeah, it's pretty basic. I love it. What else have I got in here that's quite cool? This is 74. I can't remember what these are called. I don't really play it. It's called something weird, like a numbery name. LS6 or L6S or something. Yeah, I used this. There's a song on our last record that was in drop C with the bottom string dropped to a G. So G, G, C, F, A, D. And this was the only guitar I had that would hold the tune in. So yeah, it's pretty cool. My Tornado, I used to use this. Yeah, it's got an EMG 81 in it. I don't think they make these ones anymore. They make like a starter range version, like a cheaper one. But yeah, used to use that on tour quite a lot. I miss it now looking at it. I haven't played it in ages. Doesn't really suit the kind of style on the new record though, so probably won't be, unless I switch some pickups out. Ta-da! The whole studio is sort of decorated with old tour memorabilia and stuff. This is Ben's Chelsea shirt signed by the Chelsea team. This was our first ever headline tour, and every day it's sold out. I was like, we're really proud of that. So yeah, framed one of the posters, knocked it up. This is the last record, a poster for it that we nicked. Well, it was when we were on tour with Blink, and they had them up in the venues. We stole our own poster and then framed it. We gave these away to the first 100 people at each one of the shows on our last headline tour. Thought they were pretty cool. Got one of them knocking about. Tape machine that we bought and have never used, but we probably will at some point. It's all in working order.